Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Enjoying the Journey, Cancer as a Lifestyle. So I am in my new spot. I am really loving my table as my desk. As you can see, I'm not done even putting things back to where they belong and kind of, I'm still recovering from my sinus cold that I had all last week. It was horrible. It's all up in your nose and you can't breathe. You can't get any kind of relief. Your head is hurting. Oh my God, it's horrible. Sore throat, coughing. But hey, I think this is the last week. Anyway, I have been tagged by Jane from Scraptastic Yarn Podcast with the 23 NonYarney things about me. Now that was like 2 weeks ago, guys. I am like so far behind, and I have been trying to play catch up with all the channels that I'm subscribed to. Like, I am subscribed to like 10,000 million channels. Like, good Lord. I cannot catch up with everybody. And then everyone is doing the, the Vita, videoing every day in April. I can't even catch up. So I didn't get caught up with Jane like for 2 weeks ago till the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, she tagged me in this. So let's get on with it, okay? Because it's 23 things. But anyway, have you noticed I'm wearing more sweaters now in spring than I have in winter? The weather has been so crazy. It was like just the other day, it was like super in the 80s. It was like hot and humid in here, You had to like turn on your air. And then the next day it like dropped down to like 50. I mean, that's crazy. This weather is crazy. And it's been raining. And, excuse me. And then now we got a frost warning for tonight. What the heck? But anyway, let's get on with the 23 NonYarney things about myself. So these are all my favorites, okay? So your favorite color. Well, I really have, I don't really have one specific color, but I do like autumn colors, like greens, like the forest greens or dark navies or even browns, oranges, things like that. I like all the fall colors more than I do like pastels and prints. I don't even really care for prints that much as I like nice solid, darker colors is what I mean. And for a long time I wore black. I wore black for a long time. I do like, and I have this thing about the color red. And when it comes to my surroundings, maybe not to wear it as much as like I have been known to have a red couch. I had like a burgundy couch once for years and I loved it. It was like the accent piece of my living room. I like that. I like using red as an accent piece. I drove a Dodge Durango that was red for many years. I loved it. I love that color. I've always wanted a red front door. I always thought that would be like so cool. I know it's so gaudy. But I've loved that. I've always liked that to use for some reason I've always used the color red as some kind of and not a lot. Don't get me wrong, not a lot. My aunt actually uses red as her color in her kitchen, and she has a lot of red appliances and things like that. I don't mean like an overabundance, but I like an accent piece in the that's usually red. I don't know why I'm drawn to that. I wonder what the color red means. Anyway, it's like 4 minutes and I'm only on one. Your favorite genre of music? Well, you guys, I am the most diverse person you will ever meet. I love variety of everything. In fact, if you ever knew me personally, you know that I have a wide selection of friends from all different ethnic groups. I listen to all different kind of ethnic music, and I'm talking about like 1 minute I will be listening to just plain mariachi Mexican music for no reason. I just love it. Or big band music, or or Pink. I just love all different types. I don't even like to really buy albums or CDs of one particular singer, because when I listen to music, I like to, okay, now I'm listening to Garth Brooks, and the next song I want it to be by, Johnny Mathis maybe, or, like I like that selection. And now since and I do listen a lot. In my car, I will tell you that I listen to 99% of the time in my car, I actually listen to Christian music. I feel like it prepares me, gets me into the right frame of mind as I'm going to work. I listen to it, and it's like somebody outside my door. And it really, perks me up and gets me into that right frame of mind, you know. Hold on a second. Let me go check that out. Sorry about that, you guys. I thought it was our maintenance guy because our central air went out, and on one of the hottest days that we had, and it seems that that we need a new fan belt, and he was going to go and pick it up and get it changed, but that wasn't him. That was just one of my neighbors, revving up that truck. So yeah, that's how I am with music. It's whatever I feel like at that moment. Now, favorite type of food. My favorite type is just like with my music and my friends and all. I love a good meal. It doesn't matter really what it is. I love to dig into a nice good meal. Like if I go to a restaurant, I do not order like sandwiches. I will order a meal because I can make a sandwich at home. I don't go out to eat all the time. So when I do, I want to have a nice meal. I love a buffet. I love potluck. I love all of that. If I lean towards, I will tell you, I love food, period. I love to try new things. Like if you brought snake, I would eat it. I would try it. Cow's tongue, I will try that. I am not skirmish when it comes to food or whatever. Like some people are picky. Not at all. I love different things. I don't like spicy. You can have a little bit of a kick, but I don't like too much of a spice. It just does not agree with me. But I do have a passion for anything with potatoes or like cabbage, anything cabbagey. And there's like, you would not believe, you may think that there's only like, what can you make with cabbage? Let me tell you, if you are Polish or you come from a Slavic background, like German or Yugoslavian or Croatian or even Russian, you will have at least 20 recipes for cabbage, okay? If not more. Maybe more. I'm just like exaggerating and not exaggerating enough. So I like anything with potatoes. I like a hot, hearty meal. I love soups. I love all of that. But I enjoy a meal. That's what I want. And when I go somewhere, I am always interested as to what kind of a meal did you have. When you went to the, conference, did they serve anything? What did they serve? Like, I love to look at that. I am very much into comfort food, and I like that. You see that? That's why I'm a large woman. What is your favorite drink, your soda pop or soda, whichever is the big debate what to call it. I actually do not drink soda. Even when I could drink soda, I was not allowed to drink soda. When I was growing up, we had any soda or pop that we had in the house that was meant for guests, and that was not meant for us. We had to drink Tang, and I've never really got into drinking soda. And especially now that I'm trying to eat healthier and be healthier, I have not really had soda. Although I tend to, when I'm like with my son and all, he drinks Diet Coke, I'll have a Diet Coke. Sometimes I just want something something with that fizz. But I do, if I do, I have a preference for 7-Up. I like that fizziness that it has, 7-Up. And I like ginger ale. But I do not care to have soda in the house or buy soda because I will be drinking it. I have no control when it comes to like good food, good drinks, good everything, so. Your favorite animal. I will have to say that one of my favorite things for animals will have to be a cat. And not for any other reason except that I am afraid of mice. I never liked rodents of any kind. And to me, a cat was always a necessity, and that's how I grew up. And I never thought of them as anything other than they kept the mice away. And now that I'm older, you guys know very well that I am in love with cats as like my fur babies. They're my grandbabies. And we have four. We have Savannah, Isabella, Georgina, and now we have a little boy, Casey, Alabama. It was supposed to be a girl, but when we picked her up, they told us it was a girl, and we got her home, and we looking at it, and our Cassandra was looking very much like she had some kind of surgery done. So, of course, we already got her. We keep her, so he quickly became Casey, Alabama. But I love them. I love them. Maybe because I am older and I need that nurturing for grandchildren, which I don't have any. What's your favorite holiday? I do not have a favorite holiday at all. Although I used to at one time look forward to Thanksgiving and the Christmas season, only because I used to save up all my vacation time. And after Thanksgiving, I would be basically off. I would always be off for the week of Thanksgiving, and then I would be off for the 3 weeks, the last 3 weeks of December, and I would not come back to work until like January 3rd. So I used to save up all my vacations and basically have almost the whole time off. And I used to crave that. So I used to love that time. But I like holidays for the main purpose that you get to, in our house we used to get to, we make meals or we make foods that we normally would not spend a lot of time on because it takes a lot of time, a lot of prep. You don't really have that much on a daily basis. So for us, it always meant that we would make a really nice meal with foods that we would take a long time to prepare, but they were good. And, you know, the whole family would come together. Now my whole family is all spread out across the 50 states. And right now I think I only have my mom and my brother. Even my niece is moving out of Illinois. So everybody's leaving Illinois and everybody's spreading out and they're all going to all different states. And, you know, but yeah, so now it's just my children and I. So your favorite book. I do not have a favorite book, but I do have a favorite genre of books. I happen to love books. I have a passion for books. I collect books. I have a whole collection of the classics of like Tale of Two Cities, which I would love to get, but I can't find. Mary Poppins and, you know, Anne of Green Gables and Little Women. I love Christian books where you pick yourself up. They're meant as encouragers for your life. I love devotionals. I love Bible studies. I love mysteries. I love to read mysteries. I cannot get enough of that. I've recently, and I'm going to do a video on I found a great finds, what I've always been wanting to get in books, and I found them. So my little Casey, Alabama's playing with my little my charger. So I love books and I love to display them. I love collecting them. I hate when people throw books out in the garbage. I will take the books and I will put them, there's several of these little library nooks, you know, throughout the neighborhood. I will put them there for others to enjoy. So I do not have a favorite. I will read anything. Right now I am reading Billy Graham's Unto the Hills. Really thick devotional. Thick, but I love it. Your favorite pizza topping? I've always enjoyed a really good veggie pizza. I love it. I've even had a few times in my life I've had a margarita that I enjoyed, but you have to have it done right. Not everyone knows how to make a margarita pizza. It has to be nice and thin. And I've enjoyed a veggie pizza with pineapple, and that was also very good. But I like a veggie pizza, some onion and bell peppers and mushrooms, definitely, olives, and like the works. Love it. And your favorite pastime. My favorite pastimes that I love to do, I love to crochet. I love to do crafting, crocheting. Like my perfect night or weekend or time away is to just lock myself away, bring out, not answer the door or anything, get my all my favorite little snack foods that I can eat, or like, finger foods, and like watch Netflix, binge watch Netflix, YouTube, or whatever, and just crochet and just close out the world to everything, and not even answer the phone, not look out the, what's going on. I love that. I call that my nesting day. I have not had a nesting day in a long time. Your favorite TV series. I love mysteries, and I love detective stories. And one of my all-time favorite mysteries I love is Agatha Christie's. And it is really hard to get by and actually find them anymore. And that's, I mean, the classics. Hercule Poirot, I love him. I just, I love them. And in fact, on Netflix, I have, ordered a whole bunch of them to watch. They're all on save. They're all on, long wait. It's because you just can't find them anymore. And I mean, there's times where I thought, maybe I should just go and buy the whole library. But I love that. I love the old Agatha Christie series. But I also love detective stories and all of that. So I love all that. On Netflix, when they all comes on, that's what I love to watch. And your favorite fruit. My favorite fruits is really hard because I love summer for all the fruits, and usually I take all the fruit and I chop it up and I put it in a big bowl and we snack on that all day long. That's our snack. But I have a thing about watermelon. And I don't want the seedless watermelon. I want the big oval watermelon with the pits, because I feel like that is such a juicy, so when you crack it in the middle, it literally cracks inside and you can see it. That's when it's perfect. I love a good watermelon. And sometimes that's all I do is just buy watermelon after watermelon. And I cut them up in a bowl and I just leave it in the fridge. And I love summer for that because we just enjoy all the fruits. In the winter, you don't really have a lot. You have your oranges and bananas and apples. Your favorite veggies. I like veggies. I like to eat different types. I do, but I love a good salad, and I enjoy a salad, and we've always had a salad at dinner almost daily. Both my children are so used to a salad that we've always had a salad with our meal. It's just they both love salad, and they both rather prefer almost raw vegetables over cooked vegetables because they're just so used to it. And, that may seem strange to, that kids would like that, but both my kids love a good salad, and with just a variety. And I put all sorts of things in my salads, all kinds of fresh herbs that I chop up and all. So, favorite subject in school is very easy. I always loved literature, English. One of my favorite teachers I loved her. Poetry, I loved that. That was my favorite class, and I was always very good in math, believe it or not. My favorite singer, I do not have favorite actors or like role models, because I see them as people and not as anything like, that they're above anyone else. Only Jesus is that high. But I do enjoy, I love any, if I had to like pick, I love singers that can really belt out that song, that like Christina Aguilera, like she can belt it, or like Whitney Houston, she can belt it. She was able to belt it. I love that kind of or Celine, or I love that. I love when they can use their full voice. And I really like Pink. I can't give you any answer why, but I do. So I enjoy that. And I enjoy, and just about, like I said, with Christian music, I enjoy almost everybody. I have no problem. And I do like Reba. I've always been partial to Reba in the country. Your favorite, what is it, superhero? My favorite superhero, I would have to say, would have to be Hulk. I never, just somehow never got into Batman or Superman or I just, or even Wonder Woman. Like, I don't know. I've never got into them. I never saw them like masculine and manly and like Hulk is just muscled and manly, man. He had that power, I like men to be like man. Lumberjacks. uh, your favorite actor? Well, my favorite actors, I will tell you, are people that I've always gone to see their movies. No matter what the movie was like, I will watch. And it's really the older ones, like I love Johnny Depp. I will see anything this man ever produces. Bruce Willis, I've enjoyed everything he's ever made. I've always enjoyed myself. Arnold Schwarzenegger, come on. I've That's my era. I would go see, and I would go see them because it's them. And you can't really say that nowadays about, you're going to go see a movie because of a particular actor. You're really going in because of the topic. But those were my favorite. Your favorite comedians? I don't really have like a specific one, but I will tell you who I love to watch all the time, and that's Medea. I love Medea. I just watched her the other day. She just made me crack it up so much. I just love her. I love Tyler Perry, period. I love all his Medeas. What is my favorite season? By far, I love spring a lot. And because you can see all the birth and all the little, the trees have buds and it's just so alive. Everything looks so green, especially after a rain. It's just when you have a good storm, everything looks so beautiful, and flowers are standing, and grass is green, and trees are budding, and flowers, and it's just gorgeous. But I like all the seasons. I cannot live in one season only. I think that every time, almost like every 3 months, I need that change, and it kind of fits whatever I am, feeling. Like right now, I'm after the long winter. I'm ready to, spring forward, and I'm energized, and I want to clean, and I want to open up the windows, and I want to go and plant flowers and smell the air and hear the birds singing. And then in the summer, I want to enjoy the whole summer activities. And then after summer, I'm ready to kind of wind down, and winter is my hibernation. If I could just hibernate here and never leave the house, I'd be the happiest woman in the world. My favorite movie, I have a couple, and Finding Neverland, I think, is one of my all-time favorites. I just love that movie. And I almost feel terrible because I never was a Peter Pan fan, and for a long time, in my youth, I was like, what's up with this Peter Pan guy, Why is everybody crazy about him? Until I found, I watched Finding Neverland, and I just love it. I cry every time. And there is a scene there where, Tinkerbell eats the poison, and Peter Pan is like, clap if you believe, and I'm over there clapping every time like a little idiot. And I also happen to like Groundhog Day. I don't know what it is about that movie. I could watch it over and over and over and over again and never tire of it, and love it. So those are some of my favorites that come to mind right away. Your favorite smell? My favorite smell has always been lilacs. I love the smell of lilacs, and that always represents spring to me, and summer. And I always remember going on walks, or even as a child, I would get a sprig of lilacs and put it in my room, and it would just smell up, the whole house would just smell so nice like that. My best friends, I have a multitude of friends, and each friend fits a part of my heart. Let's just put it that way. I do not just have one bestie. I believe I am one of those people, you know how some people say, this is my coworker, and this is my bestie, and this is my, you know, I don't know, school friend or whatever. They put friends in compartments. I don't put, if you're my friend, you're my friend. And so I have, I really don't have one good friend, one bestie friend, although Terry's pretty close. But that, Terry's pretty close. But I have a lot of good friends. If I call you my friend, you're my friend. And yeah, I call it favorite decade. I do not know what is my favorite decade. I cannot even imagine what my favorite decade is. As a young girl, I used to think that that maybe you know, I was always looking forward to my 40s because I thought that, you know, my children will be, you know, early 20s, and I will be able to, you know, I'll be free. They'll be living their lives and all. And the 40s ended up being when I first started with cancer, the first time, the second time, the third time, you know, and then the fourth time. And so I would say the 40s really been that year, that decade where the Lottie that you see now transformed into who I am. Okay, so one more, my favorite YouTube channel. I know it's taken so long. I'm so sorry, you guys. My favorite YouTube channel. You guys, I subscribe to 1 million channels. I am one of those people that if you, I will subscribe to everyone. I think I am not one of those people that, oh, if I don't want you, I'm not going to subscribe to you, or I need to blah, 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 I don't like you or whatever. I feel like there is enough room out there for all of us, you guys. And there are enough channels there. I am here to show support for everyone, and I have no problem. It doesn't cost me anything to subscribe to someone or click that like button. I am subscribed to so many, and I try to go out there and watch them. Some of you I watch more and than others, and only because maybe because we have shared things that we enjoy. But I also believe in loyalty and all and things like that. So if you show me support, I definitely will show you support. There's a lot of good channels out there that I watch that got nothing to do with yarn. They got nothing to do with cancer. They got nothing to do with anything, but it's just silliness and fun, or I like the person, or I like their family, or I like what they're doing, or I find it interesting. You know, I randomly will go and watch other channels that I, you know, and I think it's wonderful. People are so diverse. So, you know, go out there and don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, because you know what? We're all different, but we're all really the same, you know? We all came from the same place. Anyway, you guys, that's all I got, and I'm so sorry it took so long. Nobody likes to watch anything, you know, long, and I'm really sorry about that. So who do I want to tag? I want to tag everybody. I don't like to single out only certain people. You know, I love tags. I think it just brings a little bit of us to all of you, you know, like, you know, and if you, whenever I read the comments afterwards, it's like we all really have the same interests, you know, like we all really have the same answers in a way, you know, so we're not all so different as we all like to think. So anyway, if you haven't done it, go ahead and do it. And I'm going to try to list all that down below a bit. Anyway, have a great day, you guys. Bye.